All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lewis Sports Network. We are talking wrestling. This is your boy Lewis back with another live stream banger with yet another video. Smash the like button as you guys come in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Make sure you guys are going to share this stream. Welcome to WrestleMania weekend. We are doing the WrestleMania card, WrestleMania match predictions on the Lewis Sports Network. So you, as always, tell you guys, I appreciate you guys for always taking the time to participate in my videos, looking at the streams, and make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button as you guys come in. And like I said, man, share, subscribe for the new subscribers to all my wrestling fans out there. And like I said, make sure you guys, make sure to like the videos, man. It helps the channel grow, spread the awareness. I truly appreciate that. We got 2 people watching in already. I know we have a couple of likes of the video. Salute to everybody. So this is basically about WrestleMania 36. WrestleMania 36 is live at the WWE Live Performance Center here in Orlando, Florida. And it will be a 2-day event on both April 5th and 6th, which is obviously today and tomorrow. We're going to have a pre-show at 6 for both nights, and the festivities will begin at 7 o'clock Eastern Time on the WWE Network and on the Fox Sports. So this will be streaming on both the WWE Network and on Fox Sports for those who were asking how you can get this live. So again, make sure you smash the like button and make sure you guys hit that subscribe as you guys come in. How is everybody doing on this wonderful weekend on this Saturday? Right now, I'm in New York. It is beautiful outside. It is chilly out, but it is beautiful outside. So we are talking about the WWE WrestleMania match card for WrestleMania 36. So without further ado, let's hop right into the match card. So we are talking the first match is the WWE Championship between Drew McIntyre and the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. So, Drew McIntyre, as you guys know, won the 2020 Royal Rumble. He actually was the one that eliminated Brock Lesnar, that helped set up the build-up for this match. And Vince has been waiting for a long time to put the title on McIntyre, and I think that Brock has taken a liking to Drew as to why that Drew is getting the push that he is getting from not only from Brock, but also from Vince and the company. Now, who's going to win this match between Brock and Drew? Knowing Vince, he would probably want to keep the title on Brock Lesnar just to kind of keep his momentum going, because we already know that Brock is, at this point, he's only watchable because he's a big money draw. But let's be really honest. Brock's matches have been very short-lived. He's kind of become the modern-day Goldberg, if you ask me. All of his matches are pretty short. He does a lot of German suplexes, so there hasn't been somebody who has been able to match up Lesnar, not only just with wrestling, with the wrestling skills to match up with him that's going to actually make him wrestle for a long time, but it's just like his moves are just pretty much generic. It's the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why I'm saying to myself, maybe I want the title to be put on somebody else that's going to be able to defend it more consistently. And today, because let's face it, Brock Lesnar, he may have signed a contract with the WWE, but it's like he's really more a part-timer. He wrestles on his schedule, on his time, when he wants. That's the power that Vince has given to Brock Lesnar. So with this first match, this match is most likely going to be on Sunday. Okay, this match is most likely going to be on Sunday, tomorrow. That's my guess. So let's see. Continuing with this, who do I pick to win this match? I think without a crowd, it kind of takes away the fact that Drew McIntyre, with that feel that usually superstars get when they win the title at WrestleMania. So you would probably think that Brock would retain the title. But here's the thing. It's taken the WWE a while. Drew McIntyre has got this crazy push. Why kind of kill the momentum and not give the belt to Drew McIntyre? I mean, the guy's got the look. The guy's got the wrestling ability. He's good on the mic. He's got very good mic skills. He's got the body of an Adam Adonis. I mean, he's a 300 Sparta. He has the body of a gladiator. He looks like a gladiator. He's got the look. So because he's got the look, he's got the ability, he's decent on the mic. I got Drew McIntyre winning this match and becoming the new WWE champion and becoming the new face of the company. Well, at least on Raw. At least on Raw. He'll become the new face of the company. So I got Drew McIntyre winning this. So again, make sure y'all smash the like button and make sure y'all hit that subscribe as you guys come in. So I got with the Claymore kick, I got him ending Brock Lesnar with not one, probably two Claymore kicks, and Drew McIntyre winning the WWE Championship. Okay. Who do we have next? We have the Universal Championship between Goldberg and the new replacement, Braun Strowman. You gotta ask yourself, why is it that Goldberg has the WWE Universal title? Because remember that he defeated, The Fiend? I felt like The Fiend had a lot of momentum, but his character started to get very stale. And I hate the fact that Goldberg has the championship, but they had to kind of get rid of it from him because the Fiend's gimmick is starting to die. It pretty much is starting to die. So the Fiend, it started out pretty good, but with the way that some of his rivalries have gone on the last few months, it's kind of a reason why that, he didn't get the champion. He doesn't have the title currently. Okay, people are not happy that Goldberg has it. He is pretty much a two-trick pony with his jackhammer and his spear. Roman Reigns was supposed to be the person to take it away from him, but unfortunately, due to health reasons, Roman Reigns cannot compete this year's WrestleMania. He's healthy, but because he has a past of dealing with leukemia, they didn't want to take that health risk because remember, for anybody who has previous health history, you put the COVID-19 on top of that, that's a bigger fight for your life and trying to get rid of something. So that's why they didn't want to take the chance with Roman Reigns, and they decided to take him out. So the plans were originally to put Matt Riddle in his place from NXT, but they decided to change all that up and put in Braun Strowman. Now, and for this match, I got Goldberg winning and Goldberg retaining the championship because it just does not make any sense for Braun Strowman, who has not had a build-up up to this point. He hasn't had a build-up. So you can't just put in and replace a guy who, in my opinion, should have been champion a couple of years ago, if you ask me. But the WWE has underutilized him, and they've kind of squashed his momentum away. So I don't think that Braun Strowman will win the Universal title. It just makes sense to give it to Goldberg and have him to lose to somebody else that's actually worthy of wearing the championship in the future. But I got Goldberg retaining the championship. Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to hit that subscribe as you guys come in on the Louis Sports Network. I'm giving you WrestleMania 36 match predictions for this weekend. Okay, so the next championship, the Raw Women's Championship between Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. This is a very intriguing matchup, and I'm really looking forward to this one because they've built up Shayna very well. She is the former NXT Women's Champion. She's been the biggest threat to Becky Lynch, and I think the WWE has done a tremendous job making her the monster heel. Becky Lynch has had an incredible reign. She's been champion over a year, or at least close to a year. But in terms of this match, here's the thing. I would love to have Shayna Baszler win it because she has the momentum, and she would be the perfect woman, I think, to end Becky's reign. The problem is there's somebody by the name of Ronda Rousey, from what I heard, guys, rumors is that she's supposed to be coming back. So I think that in terms of money draw, and because Ronda was the former women's champion, shout out to Adonai Elohim. I don't know. He says well-rounded. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. I don't know if you have subscribed to my channel yet, but if you haven't, again, nice shout out to you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure to hit the like button. Appreciate you, Adonai. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. But, thank you. Oh, like I was saying before, I think that Shayna Baszler has the tools to be a champion. The WWE has built her up very well. She's done a very good job as being a monster heel. But I'm looking for Becky Lynch to retain the championship, and it's for the reason that Ronda Rousey's coming back. And I think what the WWE wants to do is they want to build a match from a revenue perspective, have her go against Becky Lynch. So Becky Lynch against Ronda Rousey at SummerSlam. Those are the plans for the WWE. So I think, and he says I did. All right, no problem. Appreciate it, man. All right, no doubt. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. And make sure to let others know about the channel as well, Adonai. Thank you. Appreciate it. So I think that because the WWE has plans for Ronda Rousey going up against Becky Lynch for SummerSlam, and if they plan, I think the WWE is planning to have Becky keep the championship. She's going to become the modern day CM Punk in terms of title reigns. I think that that's what's going to happen, and I think that they're going to have. Shout out to appreciate you, my man. shout out to my man right there, man. That's one of Caesar's good boys, man. Shout out to Joash, man. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, guys, if you haven't, make sure to hit that like and make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. So yeah, I just think from a money draw, they're gonna have those two women fight, and possibly it's probably gonna be the main event at SummerSlam. I think between Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey. So I think that's why I think the WWE. I think the match is gonna be very good, but I think that they're gonna have Becky retain because of the wild card factor in Ronda Rousey. So I have Becky Lynch retaining against Shayna Baszler. If Ronda had no plans on coming, I would have picked Shayna Baszler, but because she's coming back, I have Becky Lynch retaining the championship and keeping it at least up until SummerSlam, unless something else intriguing happens. So let me check in the comments real quick. So shout out to you guys. He says, do you think Becky's is going to win clean or DQ or something else? Something tells me that she's not going to win clean, but I don't think it's going to be by disqualification. You know what? It possibly might be DQ, and they continue their rivalry in the coming months. I could see those guys having about maybe 2 to 3 matches before Becky probably has a little mini rivalry with somebody else. And then by the time SummerSlam comes around, they're going to do the build-up for her against Ronda Rousey. So I think it might be by disqualification. She retains the championship. And I think that the rivalry is going to keep going. I don't think it's going to stop at WrestleMania. I don't think so. I think it's going to keep going. Ronda is cash cow? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And I love their promos for both of them. Like, Shayna has shown that she can be that bad bitch. I mean, she has shown it. She has shown it. And I know they try to make Becky Lynch the new Stone Cold Steve Austin, but like I said, nobody measures up to Stone Cold. Okay. So far from my picks, I got Drew McIntyre. I have Goldberg retaining. This is for somebody. Goldberg is a transitional champion. It's just with the way the card kind of got messed up with Roman Reigns, they're going to find somebody else to replace him. So, okay, next championship. We got the NXT Women's Championship between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. I think Charlotte has done a great job in making Rhea look good and making Rhea look like the underdog. But in this matchup, I have Rhea Ripley winning this, and it's because we know about Charlotte's pay-per-view history in main event matches. They're like one of the greatest in history. And Vince is so big on Charlotte. She's pretty much the women's Ric Flair. And the WWE has just made it known. They made it known like that. I kind of wish Charlotte would kind of have carved out her own legacy. That's just me. But they've made her the women's Ric Flair. And definitely, Adonai, when I go through all of the matches for the match card, I will give you my top 10 all time. And you guys can give me your top 10 of all time. Let me know. This is another good story. I'm looking forward to this match between Rhea and Charlotte. I have Rhea winning because I don't think that this loss will do anything for Charlotte. Charlotte has already won so many titles. She has an unprecedented record in the pay-per-view. One loss isn't really going to destroy her credibility. But she's pretty much done it all. I mean, so there's really nothing that you could really say that is really going to hurt Charlotte in this. And remember, Rhea Ripley is an NXT star. And if they want to build her up the right way, what better way than to have her make her win at WrestleMania? The only question is, what do you do with Rhea Ripley forward? Are you going to put her on the main roster? That's kind of my issue with some of these NXT stars. It's where do they fit on the main roster, and then how is the WWE going to use them? And that's why I said that I felt that the creative team, they need to do a better job on building better storylines for these superstars. I mean, because it's not only the character, but it's the way that the stories have gone about. So I got Rhea Ripley beating Charlotte Flair, whereas I have Becky Lynch beating Shayna Baszler. Okay, next match. The last man standing match between the Rated R superstar Edge against the Viper, the legend killer Randy Orton. Two of my all-time favorite guys. The story has been nothing short of great. Both guys have put a lot of motivation and hard work into this storyline. The one thing that I'm going to say about the empty arenas is it's done a very good job in terms of building promos. Like the promos sound so much more real in empty arenas, and that's the one thing I appreciate. I don't have to hear idiotic fans that have to go what on just about like everybody who talks. It's like you get a chance to listen to them, speak, and now you can more so feel their words more so than you would in a full arena. So what I'm saying is that I would honestly think that, for this match, Randy RKOing Beth Phoenix, Edge coming back to the Royal Rumble after a 9-year hiatus, as he said, he was busting his ass just to come back. Edge wants to rewrite the chapter to his career, and he wants to leave on his terms because remember his neck injury, he had triple fusion neck surgery in his prime. In the prime of his career, the doctor said that his career was going to be, limited, and, he had a chance that he probably wasn't going to walk. Edge took the chance and was able to wrestle 8 more years, but his neck actually got worse in 2011, and he was forced to retire. So he did not get to leave on his terms. And I just think to myself that I think it's great to see him. I just hope that he's not wrestling beyond WrestleMania. I hope that WrestleMania is his last match. And I think it is great that he's doing it against a guy who used to be in Rated RKO, his partner, Randy Orton, who is one of the greatest and most decorated champions in history, a 13-time world champion. Edge is an 11-time world champion. You're talking about 24 world titles between the two of these guys. They were former tag team champions together in their Rated RKO faction. Both guys don't get enough credit with how good that they are on the mic. And shout out to Rio McLovin. He says he picks Edge to win this match. Okay. So with the storyline that's gone on and both of them delivering both excellent promos, now we go to the match. The buildup is going to be unbelievable. It's been great. The question is, how is the match going to go? This is a last man standing match. I honestly don't know how this match is going to go in terms of the product, how these guys are going to perform in the ring. I don't know how that's going to go. Hopefully we can get a great match. Now, I believe that this match is supposed to be tonight. Who do I have winning this match? I got to go with the Rated R superstar Edge because Randy can still go. And Randy's not injured while Edge is. So like I said, man, I think Edge is going to win this match, and I think Edge is going to get to leave on his terms. I'm interested to see Becky Lynch. I said Becky Lynch. Beth Phoenix, Edge's wife, how she gets involved in this match, because I know she's going to get in at some point. Because remember, she got RKO'd. Edge has 2 daughters at home. Randy has a family of his own. So I think that the story's been great. And shout out to Rio McLovin, who says he's got Edge winning. He says, right, big ups to you, bro, guy, no doubt, pretty much appreciated. He said Edge signed a 3-year deal, so he's going to be around for a while. Edge is going to pick up the ring. Okay, I didn't know he signed for 3 years, so that's nice for you to tell me that deal. I guess that Edge is feeling healthy enough because I heard that he also got another. He had gotten a second surgery. So I think that so he did that. He's been working like a madman. I mean, Edge has a six pack. This is the first time I've seen Edge with a six pack his entire life. And even Randy noted it at the Royal Rumble. It's good to see him again. It's good to see him again. And he says that it's going to be brutal. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be brutal. I just hope that there's not a lot of botches because the matches that I've seen lately in the last couple of months, I've seen a lot of botches. I'm hoping that there's at least, if there's going to be maybe one or two, but not a lot to where it ruins the flow of the match. You know what I'm saying, guys? So I think I got Edge for the win. I think I got Edge for the win. But let's see. I wonder what the plans are going to be for Edge if he signs a 3-year deal. Like, what are they going to put him in? The only question I got for Edge is like, how long is his neck going to hold up? But if it can hold up for 3 years, I'm for it, man. But it's also like the thing is also like people are saying that, oh, these old guys, it's about pushing the young talent. That's on creative team. They got to figure that out. See, they're so desperate because of how things going that they keep bringing these guys from the past. But it's because they're not doing a job marketing their guys right now. So, all right, I got Edge for the win. Next matchup. Before I go to the next matchup, Adonai says Hogan, Flair, Rock, Stone Cold, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, Dusty Rhodes. After that, it's wide open for me all the time. Okay, cool. Rio says, what about Christian? I've always wondered about Christian, and I've wondered if Christian is going to come back. Part of the reason that Christian also retired was due to injuries, too. He was getting quite a few of them, and he was starting to lose the passion for wrestling. I don't know. Some people say that he should come back as Christian Cage. I wonder if Christian Evil will get involved in this match. I wonder. Well, obviously, Matt Hardy can't because he's in AEW now. And I thought that he was going to actually be a part of this storyline, but he's not going to be able to because he's now in AEW as Broken Matt Hardy. So that doesn't work. But I honestly would love to see Christian back. I just wonder what role they're going to have for him if he were to come back. Because at the time that Christian kind of retired, he only wanted one more run at a championship, at a world title. He didn't get the chance to do it, and he pretty much hung it up. But we'll see. I would love to see Christian back, though. I just got to see what role they're going to have for him. If he does, Joash says, I wish Christian was involved somehow. It would have been the icing on the cake. I feel you on that. I feel you. With Edge and Christian, best friends, longtime tag team partners, won so many tag team championships together. People forget also that Christian had a rivalry with Randy Orton back in 2011 for the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think he would have played a great factor, in this match. I agree. Rio says, right. Joash also says, I think the matches that he's going to be involved in is going to be with superstars that are going to be cautious with his injury so he could be safe but put on fire matches. Let me know in the comments, who would you put Edge with in terms of being cautious as to what kind of matches he could put on? If they're going to be great, who do you think that he could put on? Let me know in the comments. All right, next match. So I got Edge winning. Before I get to the Firefly Funhouse match, the Boneyard match between The Undertaker and AJ Styles. Now, I honestly am kind of scared for this match because I'm scared how Undertaker's going to perform against AJ. I mean, he's looked healthy the last 2 WrestleManias, but I want to see how he performs against AJ Styles. I don't understand the concept of this Boneyard match also to begin with, but I got to say this. I have actually loved the mix of Deadman with American Badass Undertaker, especially that last promo that he threw on AJ Styles. And even saying, and AJ made it personal with bringing in Michelle McCool, and Undertaker saying that she uses the Faith Breaker, a.k.a. the Styles Clash, better than he does. And when he mentioned ass clowns, I'm like, oh, wow, he used Chris Jericho's reference. He said, bring those 2 ass clowns with you in Gallows and Anderson. I said, ooh. I said, Taker taking it back to Big Evil. I was like, okay. I was liking it. It was good to see. It was good to see, a fresh. I mean, to be honest with you, Taker has been he really hasn't been. He's been mixing up his dead man American Badass gimmick a little bit. This was the first time that I got to see an extended version of this promo. Who do I have winning this match? I'm going with the dead man. I'm going with the Undertaker. Now, it really doesn't mean anything if he were to lose. This would only be his third loss at WrestleMania. I kind of wish he kept the streak, intact, because this is what we've known Undertaker to be. I call him the true Mr. Wrestle. Excuse me. I call him the true Mr. WrestleMania because not only has he delivered so many classic matches, some of them were not great. Let me be honest. But most of his WrestleMania wins, it also depends on the opponent that you're going up against, obviously, because that's why people say that Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania, because he knows how to make someone look good, and he knows how to steal the spotlight and outperform somebody, as to being the main attraction, in the match. But I think that the Undertaker, in my opinion, will win this match somehow, some way, get it done, and get his 24th WrestleMania victory against AJ Styles. So that's enough with the Boneyard match. Okay, let me know who you got between Undertaker and AJ. All right, next match, we have the Firefly Funhouse match between John Cena and The Fiend Bray Wyatt. John Cena at this point has nothing to prove. He has a very good WrestleMania record, and John Cena has pretty much transitioned into Hollywood. And shout out to Real McLovin. He's got Brock and he's got Taker. Okay. I don't have Brock. I got Drew McIntyre, but that's cool, man. The picks are different. Sky XX, he says Cena. Well, shout out to you, Sky. I don't know if you are subscribed to the channel, but if you haven't, make sure to hit the thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you for coming through. But John Cena against Bray Wyatt. Cena delivered one of Cena's, more of his typical promos. And The Fiend, they're trying to say that he's trying to avenge his loss when he was Bray Wyatt with the Wyatt family back in 2014 from 6 years ago. And that his career kind of went downhill from there. Well, here's the thing. Maybe in terms of sell, but he's had the WWE title and the Universal title. Because honestly, if your career went downhill, I don't think that Vince would have put the belt on you, 2 different times. And the crazy part is they had an old man Goldberg squash him. They had an old man Goldberg squash him. Here's the thing. If they have Cena beat Bray Wyatt's career is done for me. It's done for me. And the reason I say that is because you had him lose the Universal title like nothing when he looked indestructible against Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan. But for some reason, you have him lose to Goldberg. Very easy. Shout out to Sky XX. He says, I feel like I am. Okay, no doubt. I feel like the Fiend already lost, so what's the meaning now? It's true. I think Cena, to me, is going to win. They're going to win because I just really don't see the purpose of Bray Wyatt avenging this and then all of a sudden his career just gets back on track. The WWE ruined Bray Wyatt and they're ruining the Fiend too. So I think that his career to me is pretty much done. I don't think it really means anything. Even if he does beat Cena, I don't think it does anything for it. And I think they're just going to put him in like more meaningless storylines. So I got Cena beating Bray Wyatt. And I mean, what they could do is have him lose, and then Cena could pretty much transition into Hollywood. That's what they could have him do. And, that's my thing. So, but I think Cena's going to win the match, even though Bray Wyatt should win, but I really feel like there's going to be no meaning towards it. So, he says, yeah, man, like when Goldberg won, he got effed up. Yeah, exactly. That's my point. I'm like, why are you going to make him look good against Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan, 2 of the best in the business, but then you have him lose to a part-timer? And it's not just the fact that he lost, it's the way he lost. You made him get squashed like nothing. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, even if he beats Cena, like, what does it mean? So yeah, he avenges his loss, but it doesn't really mean anything. And it's like with Cena, he's nothing to prove, even though he always says he's got something to prove. But I gotta appreciate Cena. But I'm actually going with John Cena on this. If the Fiend wins, he wins. But it's whatever, man. So let's see. Exactly. One jackhammer. Okay, so I got Bray Wyatt winning that one. All right, let me see. Let me go to the next matchup. So the next matchup is going to be the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's a fatal five-way elimination between Bayley, Sasha Banks, Naomi, Lacey Evans, and Tamina. Now, this is a very interesting matchup, but I'm going to tell you what I think about each of these women. I love the new character of Bayley. I think it's much better than the free hugging Bayley from California. It's given her character much more credibility and people have paid more attention to her. I like this Bayley. Let's see. They have Sasha Banks kind of being her best friend and being her kickstand and underling. And I remember, and shout out to Paige when she was making the match in the empty arena at the Performance Center where she was speaking via Titantron on the screen. Here's how I look at everything. Now let's look at Tamina. Tamina has good skills, but she's been injury prone her entire career. And she's 42 years old. As much as I respect Tamina, she needs to retire because she's never been able to stay healthy. That's the thing. Unless the WWE decides to give her one run and then have her go off into the sunset. But Tamina should not win this because I just feel like Tamina just gets kind of lost all into this, right? Then there's that. Okay, Lacey Evans. She is very good. She's going to be a champion one day. I just don't think her time is now. Lacey Evans will be a great champion one day. Maybe it might happen sometime later on this year. I just think that with the matchup and with the potential rivalry between Bayley and Sasha Banks, I don't think that it would be right for Lacey to win. So I think with Lacey, right now, it is not her time. So Tamina and Lacey should not win the match. Naomi, she's won two women's championships. She's a two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, but let's be really honest. In her two reigns, it never really felt like Naomi was champion. That's the kind of feeling I get. She, to me, is the women's Kofi Kingston. She is exciting. She gives you amazing highlights, doesn't get the respect that she honestly deserves, and they don't really take her seriously. And Naomi worked really hard to get where she's at. The problem is, I don't think people would take her seriously as a champion. And even if she's had two reigns, and I'm glad that she's had two championship reigns, they didn't last long. And I think because the WWE did not take her seriously as a champion. I don't know if that was on Naomi. I don't know if that was on writing. I don't know if that was on Vince. But I don't think it makes sense for Naomi to win the championship because I don't think they're going to treat her seriously. She's going to be just another Kofi Kingston. And that's why I call her the female Kofi Kingston because, again, she gives you exciting moments. She has great skills and she gives you energy and excitement and she can wrestle. The problem is she doesn't feel like a legit champion. So that's why I don't think they're going to put the belt on her. And that's why I think that Naomi's not going to win. Sasha Banks. She is the most interesting, intriguing person of the five ladies in this match. Why? Sasha has won. She's a four-time women's champion. The issue is, though, she's been a transitional champion in all four of her reigns. So my question is that are they going to give her the belt to then have her to then have her give the belt up again, because Sasha's talented. But again, it's like, this is another person that, given many title reigns, she's very good. She's very good athletic wise. She can put on a very good match. The issue is again, is the WWE going to take her seriously? And I kept asking myself why they kept making her title reign short. And the thing I didn't like is because Charlotte is the cash cow. Same thing with Becky Lynch. They kind of favored her over Sasha. So that's why I think in this match, I think Bayley is going to retain the title. But I eventually think that they're going to make Sasha and Bayley, they're going to, let me see. So Sky says Sasha should win just because it would be a great story for Sasha versus Bayley. It would make a great story in terms of Bayley turning on Sasha being the champion. But the thing is, Bayley's already the heel and Sasha's already the heel. I'm wondering if the WWE in the match makes Sasha, they could make Sasha turn on her in the middle of the match. I think that would be something interesting. Again, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure y'all hit that. To me, I think Bayley's going to retain the title, but I think that they're going to use the Sasha Bayley rivalry for something deeper in the coming months. I think their rivalry is going to be a little bit after WrestleMania. So I think Bayley's going to return. And currently, Bayley is the longest reigning SmackDown Women's Champion in history. I think she's had the belt for nearly a year. The thing is, Bayley looks more of a legit champion now since he changed character than before. I don't mind Sasha winning it. I mean, I think it'd be good. I think it gives more flair for the storyline between her and Bayley. But I think that Bayley will retain the championship. I got Bayley retaining. And it's like I said, with WWE's history of treating Sasha Banks, I think that they're going to have Bayley retain the title. Because then if you have Sasha win, what would be the point if she was to give that title back? So okay. Shout out to Real McLovin. He says, I love Naomi, but she's not going to win. She's not going to win. I love her, but she's not. He thinks Sasha's going to win this. And like I said, I'm not mad if Sasha wins the belt. I'm honestly not mad at that at all. Like again, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Sly says, like I said, Sasha wins just because it would be great for Bayley versus Sasha. Yeah, it would. It would. And he says, drop the like, subscribe, and put on that bell. Make sure those notifications are turned on, guys, because YouTube sends out notifications late, and some people don't receive it. And it also says that if you make more than 3 videos by the time that your 4th video comes, YouTube doesn't send the notification, out for it. Okay. So that's for the Women's Championship, SmackDown Women's Championship. I got Bayley retaining her championship. Next match, Sami Zayn against Daniel Bryan. This is going to be a very good Intercontinental title match. I have Daniel Bryan winning this match. He's gotten a lot of momentum with his Yes movement once again ever since he changed face after going with The Fiend. I feel like Sami Zayn is just kind of holding that belt as a transitional champion. And let's face it, Sami Zayn is very good in the ring. He is very exciting to watch. I still remember the matches that he put on with Kevin Owens. I remember the U.S. title open challenge that John Cena had and the classic that he put on with Sami Zayn. And I got to give John Cena a lot of props. He's very good on the mic, and his U.S. Open Challenge, he really opened the door for a lot of superstars that were in NXT to come up to the WWE. People don't give him the credit that John Cena deserves. Now, people can look at the Cenation Chain Gang Cena and say, I can't stand him. He's not the Dr. Thugonomics. I respected him more. I get it. 5 moves of Doom Cena, you may not like, but I think the bottom line is John Cena's done a tremendous job, though, putting up guys up. He did a very good job, man, with the young guys in NXT, giving them opportunities. You know, the same amount of guys who have said that John has tried to bury over the years. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. But like I said, Kevin Owens and guys like Sami Zayn. I mean, you look at the match that he put on with Cesaro, that U.S. Open title challenge in 2015 was some really good work by Cena. So yeah, I got Daniel Bryan beating Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn is just holding that belt for Daniel Bryan to compete. And who knows, it might even create a little storyline between him and his new protege from NXT, for a storyline for the Intercontinental Championship. Because right now, Sami Zayn is rolling with Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, but I got Daniel Bryan beating Sami Zayn. Let me know what you guys think on that match. Caesar says, John Cena's my idol. He says, you can't see me. Again, shout out to Caesar. Shout out to Joash. Shout out to 3 for 3 Productions. If you guys haven't, make sure y'all go subscribe to their channel as well. They produce some pretty, really nice content. So make sure you go check those guys out. So Sky says he has Bryan for the win, but he thinks Sam is great. No doubt. Sami Zayn's one of my favorite superstars in the ring. I love his haluva kick. He's got some really nice moves in the way. He could put on a very good match. That's what I like about Sami. And he's a Canadian he's there's no. But when he wants to, he can really put good promos as well. Underrated on the mic. He can put a good promo when he wants to. Okay, so I got Daniel Bryan for the win. Okay, next match. Kevin Owens, KO, against Seth Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins, the Messiah. Monday Night Rollins, the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. I'm going to say this about Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is very good in the ring, just like Kevin Owens. I'm amazed at Kevin Owens with the fact that this guy can do a frog splash at 266 pounds. I'm amazed that Kevin Owens is very agile for a guy that weighs 266 pounds. And you look at Kevin Owens, and he doesn't look like your prototypical athlete, in a squared circle. But Kevin Owens, he could put a good match. And Kevin Owens is entertaining as hell when I listen to him on the microphone. He's very good. Kevin Owens is very good. He has great mic skills. And he could definitely perform in the ring. Seth Rollins is also, good as well. The promo that Seth Rollins did in that empty arena when he was coming in and he spoke to Kevin Owens in the ring, that was the most bone-chilling promos. Yeah, I mean, Caesar gets his inspiration from Seth Rollins. If you want to know where he gets the Messiah, it's from Seth Rollins. So when you hear Caesar do his videos, it'll be, this is your boy Julius Messiah Caesar, or Julius Caesar the Messiah. Okay. Well, he says Kevin Owens is trash. I'm not going to go that far. What I think is trash about Kevin Owens right now, he's not beating me. I don't like the Stone Cold gimmick on Kevin Owens, though, to be honest with you. He was fine as KO, and now they're trying to make him into the Stone Cold Steve Austin. You got Becky Lynch for the women, and you got Kevin Owens for the men. He was fine. I mean, I still remember when him and Jericho had their best friend segments. I mean, those are some real funny material. I got a lot of respect for that. So I think it was cool. So KO against Seth is going to be a classic. These are for bragging rights. Who do I have between Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins? This is a tough one. This is tough because this match can go either way. Either guy can win. But I'm going to go with Kevin Owens because I think that he's going to prove himself to Seth Rollins. Remember that Seth has said that he has never won the big one. Let's see what's going to, I'm willing to see what's going to happen, but I got Kevin Owens defeating Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. I believe this match is tonight. So I got him defeating Seth Rollins tonight, but I think it's going to be a classic. I'm wondering what the authors of Pain and Buddy Murphy are going to play in this match, but I got Kevin Owens defeating Seth Rollins. It can go either way. So if you pick Seth Rollins, I'm not mad at you. But yeah, Seth's promo 2 weeks ago was that was some godly, really good work. Um, Sky says Kevin should win because of the buildup of the story, and Rollins is great as a heel, but feel like Owens should win. But Rollins versus Kevin will be great. I agree. I think it's going to be great. And like I said, I like the fact that Rollins got to be a little more real. This was the Seth Rollins that I was really looking forward to when I heard him speak on that promo. He was starting to sound like CM Punk from the Straight Edge Society, and it's like, I don't want to hear that. When he was being real about Kevin Owens in that promo, I said, that's the Seth Rollins I want to see. That's the Seth Rollins I want to hear. That Seth Rollins is great. But yeah, both guys are great. But with the buildup of Kevin Owens and the fact that he hasn't won a big match in WrestleMania, as Seth pointed out, that's going to be the motivation to make Kevin Owens win and defeat Seth Rollins, because he's beaten Seth Rollins before, and those were championship matches that were not, obviously in WrestleMania. But it's true what Seth said. He has had more WrestleMania moments than Kevin Owens has had in his career, and it's true. It's true. Look at the guys who Seth Rollins beat on the big stage. I mean, he's beaten The Miz. He's beaten Triple H. He cashed in on his former partner Roman Reigns when they were part of the Shield at one time, and he against Brock Lesnar, and he won the WWE title with his Money in the Bank briefcase. So that's why I think that with all that prestige and all those accomplishments that KO can knock off in one night and really put himself, as a big main event, defeating Seth Rollins would be huge. So I have Kevin Owens defeating Seth Rollins. 3 for 3 says best promo ever. Exactly. Under pressure, man, become a god. Joash says KO, KO, KO. It's going to be a match for the ages. Tell me that, man, Chase, come see me and be more. Tell that man, Chase, come see me and be more. Huh? Real Big Lovin says, why are they even fighting for it? What are they even fighting for? I mean, they've been fighting for so long. You make a great point, though, because they honestly have been fighting really since, 2016? They kind of took a brief break, and then they kind of came back. Yeah, so, yeah, but, it is what it is, man. So, moving on to the next match. We got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship ladder match between Kofi Kingston and Big E. We have the Usos, and then we have Morrison and Miz. There's a little bit of a caveat to this with a little bit of a problem. So I heard that the Miz is not feeling well. He's not in the best shape in terms of how he's feeling. I heard that the Miz is sick, and he got sick, I believe, last week, and he is a little bit under the weather. That kind of ruins the triangle ladder match, because who are they going to replace for the Miz to go to pair up with John Morrison to defend the titles against the Usos and the New Day? That's what I'm kind of worried about. And shout out to 3 for 3 Productions, says that Miz and Morrison actually have a video. Shout out to Jason Breaks. Again, smash that like and hit that subscribe. He says that Otis is going to do the worm tonight. And he says, breaking news, Morrison versus Jimmy versus Kofi. Oh, so they now changed it. Oh, yeah. You know what? I just got that. So it says that they changed it to a triple threat, but with a single person because of the Miz not feeling well. So they had to remove him. So now it's going to be John Morrison versus Jimmy Uso versus Kofi Kingston. Very interesting. A tag team triangle ladder match with one superstar representing each team. Who do I have winning that match? This is going to be tough, but I feel like that the Miz, or should I say John Morrison, is going to retain. John Morrison will retain. He will retain the championship. He will retain the tag team championships from Miz and Morrison. So I'm all in for those guys. Okay. So I got John Morrison retaining. Okay, the Raw, I think it's going to be a very interesting ladder match. It's going to be fun and exciting, but it's as weird as it is. I got Morrison winning. This is how it lets you know that the WWE has mishandled this pandemic. Jason has Kofi. I wouldn't be mad about that. Not mad about that. He said, "Oh, don't you dare." All right, here we go. I'm going to say with the big E. Oh, Orlando! Don't you dare be shower. Clap for your world famous and soon to be 8-time champs and feel the power. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Bam. New day rocks. Oh man. So, but I got Morrison retaining. I got Morrison retaining. I wouldn't be mad if the Usos or Kofi wins. All right, so next matchup, we got the Raw Tag Team titles between the Street Profits going up against, this was actually a late match put in, Austin Theory and Angel Garza. What do I think about this match? Oh, don't forget the Bootios, not just the pancakes. Don't forget the Bootios. The tag team championships. Honestly, the Street Profits, they've been entertaining. But I really am not even really paying attention to this match. Honestly, uh, I got the Street Profits retaining, to be honest. So I don't really, I'm not really paying attention. I do like the Street Profits, but I'm not really paying attention to this match. I'm surprised that they didn't. The only reason that this is being put as one of the major matches is because it's for the tag team championships. But to be honest, you could have put this match to be in the pre-show. It's a fire name though. I like it. They could call themselves Garza's Theory, yeah, but I think they're going to lose to the Profits. I got the Profits retaining the titles. This is kind of one of those wash matches I'm not even going to pay attention to. Hey, right? Yeah, shout out to Sky. That's right. Okay, so and then we have the last major championship, the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. We have Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss going up against the Kabuki Warriors. He said, "Bring up the Profits. Dawkins is doo doo." Yo, I gotta admit though, what is it? Bianca Belair though? Oh my God, she may not have much in the front. She may not have nothing much in the front, but in the back, man. Goldberg. Jason says, "Who is Goldberg facing?" He's going up against Braun Strowman. That was the late replacement. I got Goldberg retaining because Braun Strowman has not had a build-up for this match, so it makes no sense to take the title away from Goldberg. Shout out to HY Dre GP. He says CM Punk against Goldberg, yes or no? Hey, I would love to see something like that in the future. But the problem is that WWE, they have to fix their issues with CM Punk. So in order for CM Punk to come back, they have to come in some sort of agreement. He's probably going to have to get some perks. Dude, yeah, Bianca's thick as, yo, she thick as, what? I saw the pictures on Google, man, and I was looking at her Instagram. I said, her husband is one lucky ass dude, man. To see those bootios every single day. You get to wake up to those bootios, man. Oh man, oh man. And Bianca's a pretty chick too. Um, he said, "Damn, put some respect on the Raw Tag Team Champs name." I told you, man. The Street Profits are entertaining. I still love that little segment when when I think it was Dawkins who was getting up on Nikki Cross. Man, he's like, "Yo, look at Nikki, man. She thick as hell." I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, that's facts, man. For a Scottish chick, yeah, she thick. People need to put respect on Nikki Cross's name. I mean, she actually looks a lot better than that crazy Nikki Ross, ugly face that the WWE had to make when she was with that character in NXT coming up to the WWE. She can get a little bit annoying when she kind of talks, because she talks kind of fast. They're trying to make her into a girly girl, and she's not that. Listen, man, I love CM Punk. I wish he would come back. I miss his character. I love when they made him the outspoken one, as he was the voice of the voiceless. I love that CM Punk. But like I said, because he has such a personal vendetta with Triple H and McMahon, I don't think he's ever coming back. They had me hyped for a second, but it didn't happen. And he's like, I don't want to see that match. To be honest with you, it's like CM Punk deserves better than that. I don't want to see Goldberg. So is Taker going against Brock? No, Brock is going against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. Taker is going against AJ Styles, Jason, just to let you know. Oh yeah, Bailey too. My brother got to meet her. That's the crazy part. My brother got to meet Bailey. Like she actually came to his school. She came with Titus O'Neil. Like when I heard that she was coming to his school, and he was like, and I was like, oh yo, so what's the cake like? He's like, yo, the cake that you see in the ring is the cake you actually see when you meet her in person. I was like, yo, I said, word. I said, I hope Bailey comes to the neighborhood school one day. Trust me. I know I believe Bailey's engaged, but shout out to Herrick Lorvius. I hope I said that right. I don't think Charlotte's gonna win. I don't think so neither. I picked Rhea Ripley to win, and like I said, Charlotte has nothing to prove by beating Rhea Ripley. I mean, it would just be another name to add to her list. But it's like Rhea's credibility is in the NXT. It's not in the WWE. So I don't think it would do anything if she was to lose because there's hype. It would do something for Rhea Ripley because she's the one that has. If she was to beat Charlotte with the amount of pay-per-view matches that she's won, the big matches that she won, all of the women's titles that she's won, from the Divas title to the Raw Women's Championship to the SmackDown Women's Championship, that would do so much for Rhea Ripley. That's why I think with the momentum that Rhea Ripley has, even though Charlotte has been the one dominating the storyline in terms of whooping Rhea Ripley's ass pretty much in just about this entire storyline, I got Rhea Ripley defeating Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship. Because then that would mean if Charlotte was to beat her, Charlotte will be in the NXT, unless if the WWE plans to use her on the main roster. Because if y'all remember Finn Balor should have been, he won the Universal title, he got injured, and then the WWE pretty much used him as a mid-carder after that. And I love Finn Balor, man, but Finn Balor ended up going back to the NXT. And I always felt like that the NXT has already got its credibility because they have so much talent down there. So, but I think the fact that Finn Balor's down there, it actually helps with the fact that he's a veteran and he can help the young guys down there. It's great. So it's good to have at least a veteran who's been at NXT to be down there and be an influence for, the superstars coming up. Once they get called to the main roster, he could give them a lot of advice. And it would be the same for Charlotte. But like I said, Charlotte's really not gaining anything out of that because she's already been NXT Women's Champion when she was down there, in the developmental league in NXT. And like I said, I love NXT TakeOver. So like I said, shout out to everybody who's been able to come through. Again, make sure y'all smash the like. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe as you guys come in. Okay. So with the Women's Tag Team Championship, and like I said, I like the Street Profits. Like I love their character, but I said it again. I'm not paying attention to that match because that kind of match should have been on the pre-match card. Because let's be honest, not a lot of people are going to be paying attention to that. Let's be real. I'm going to be really honest. And I like the Street Profits, but I don't think people are going to be paying attention to that. Let's see. And Herrick said, you said my name right. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know that. Okay. So now we have, so for the Women's Tag Team Championships, who do you guys have for the Women's Tag Team Championships? I want to lean to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, but I got a feeling the Kabuki Warriors are going to retain the championships. But I'm going to pick Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross on this one. I'm going to pick them. Rio says, damn. He says, yeah, you said my name right. What does Wrestlemania start? Good question. Starts at 7 o'clock tonight. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific time. That'll be the time for both Saturday and Sunday. I got Alexa and Nikki Cross winning tonight. Okay, so that goes enough for the main card. Now we get to the preliminary matchups. We have King Corbin versus Elias. Aleister Black should be called crisscross applesauce because that's how he always sits at the start of his matches. This dude, I swear, It's like if he's another Raven with his Mysterious. So again, guys, WrestleMania will be Stresselmania, as my man Rio put it out, 7 o'clock Eastern time, 4 Pacific, both Saturday and Sunday. So I got Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross winning the Women's Tag Team Championships. All right, King Corbin against Elias. Meaningless storyline. Doesn't make any sense. I'm going with Elias to defeat King Corbin. They might make King Corbin win, though, but I'm pulling for Elias. Now, the matchup that's going to kind of make me laugh, but I like interesting. Otis against Dolph Ziggler, a.k.a. Billy Gunn, a.k.a. Shawn Michaels. He wears Billy Gunn outfits, does the famouser, and thinks he's HBK at the same time with his little super kick, right? So, the bottom line, this is going to come down to Mandy Rose. This is going to come down to Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose is going to be the X factor in this matchup. And Herrick says, Stresselmania should be a shirt. Yo, shout out to Rio. That's his idea. So Rio, Stresselmania should be the t-shirt. Herrick says, I hate how the WWE is not even mentioning the Hall of Fame this year. I agree with you, man, because the Hall of Fame was supposed to be today, Saturday, and I haven't heard anything about that at all. So I'm wondering if they're going to put that for next week. And I said, at the very least, they should have made that thing on Friday. They should have made this on Friday, you know? But they decided not to do it. And they just pretty much didn't mention it. I don't understand why, but they didn't mention it. So I don't like it. I don't like the fact that, look, it's like, yo, we don't even get to see Batista go in. I was really looking forward to his induction. I was really looking forward to that. 3 for 3 says Otis. He's living all our dreams with Mandy Rose. That's a fact. Dolph is living it too. So it's a fact that he get to chill with her. But I think that Mandy Rose is going to play a factor, and I think that she's going to screw Dolph Ziggler, and Otis will get the win. And like my man Jason said, at some point you will see Otis doing the worm on the match. If the WWE turns Otis into a crazy psychopath madman for the love of a girl, then I have Dolph Ziggler winning. But I doubt that's going to happen. Actually, no, I think it will happen, but somehow Otis will keep it in check, and he will defeat Dolph Ziggler with the help of Mandy Rose. So I have Otis for the win. And that's it for that match. Now, Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. This is one of those, why did they even put this match in the card? It doesn't even belong in the pre-card. There's no build-up. They just decided to put two guys in there randomly for no reason, like a random lottery drawing or whatever. This match absolutely makes no sense. It doesn't really matter. Shout out to Jason Brex, who says Otis is my favorite wrestler. And again, if you guys haven't, make sure y'all smash the like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are sharing that video as well, man. Aleister Black and Bobby Lashley makes absolutely no sense. I'm going to go with Bobby Lashley on this. And they keep putting Aleister Black going up against jobbers. And not too long ago, he was in a little storyline with AJ Styles in the club before they switched to The Undertaker. This is why I said that the WWE has no idea what they're doing. Really no idea. Going on to the next match, Liv Morgan going up against Natalya. I honestly really don't care for this match. But I am going to go with Liv Morgan on this one to defeat Natalya. And then the last match on the pre-match card, I don't know which ones are going to be first, but the pre-matches will start at 6 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. So that will be 1 hour and 11 minutes from now. Drew Gulak going against Cesaro. I have Cesaro beating Drew Gulak in this match. And these guys are an extension from Daniel Bryan up against Sami Zayn. These guys will play a factor in the Sami Zayn Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan match later on today. I got Liv Morgan too. Yep. And so, like I said, I think that Cesaro is going to win this match. Now, let me read to you what Bleacher Report has basically been saying about Drew and Brock Lesnar in terms of the big matches that are going to happen. So in terms of the big matches, they're saying Cena and The Fiend. This is not going to be a 5-star match. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are just pulling in, welcome to the Louis Sports Network on this WrestleMania 36 match card predictions. And shout out to Joash and shout out to 343 Productions. Make sure you guys go check out Caesar and his predictions on the WrestleMania 36 match card at 343 Productions. And make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel as well. All right, so here we go. Here is a full rundown of the scheduled matches, along with an in-depth breakdown of the few of the top matches that figure to get fans talking. 343 says, what is your dream match? I'm going to have to really think about that one. Here we go. If you can pick any two wrestlers from any era, who would you choose? I would have loved to seen Bret Hart go against Kurt Angle. I thought that match would deliver I thought that match would be a 5-star classic. At a WrestleMania, I think that'd be a classic. Bret Hart against Kurt Angle in their primes, I would love that. I would love Bret Hart against Kurt Angle. That's one dream match that I have always wanted. At WrestleMania, I would have loved to seen that. So that's one match I'm thinking about. Hey, oh. Okay, so this is Brock and Drew McIntyre, so make sure you guys are tuning in and listening. It says the match appears most likely to headline the entire event Sunday night. So they think that this match is going to happen on Sunday. For the championship bout, pitting champion Brock Lesnar against challenger Drew McIntyre. One of the main goals when it comes to WrestleMania every year is building new stars, and a win over Lesnar in the main event this year would shoot McIntyre to the top and give him an opportunity to be the face of the company in the same vein as Roman Reigns. The Scot, Drew McIntyre is 35 years old, by the way, for those who don't know, ladies and gentlemen. He was born in 84. One of the main goals when it comes to WrestleMania every year is building new stars. Isaac Yankem against Kane. Yo, you funny, Rio. That's funny. One of the main goals when it comes to WrestleMania every year is building new stars, and a win over Lesnar in the main event this year would shoot McIntyre to the top and give him an opportunity to be the face of the company in the same vein as Roman Reigns. The Scot scored the biggest win of his career on the 26th when he won the Royal Rumble. He eliminated the Beast incarnate in that bout, which set the wheels on the motion for their rivalry. While the two men have mixed it up much less physically since then, McIntyre did lay out Lesnar with 3 Claymore kicks on the March 2nd episode of Raw, which firmly established him as a credible threat to beat the WWE title holder. Many Lesnar matches are short and one-sided in his favor, but his clash with McIntyre has a different feel going in. Joash says, I would love to face The Fiend against Hornswoggle. That's a dream match. All right, let's keep going. The Scottish superstar can believably measure up to Lesnar physically, and that should lead to them getting 10 minutes or more to tell a story in the most important match on the card. Lesnar can never fully count it out, but if WWE wants to strap a rocket to I'm coming to McIntyre and make him the top star in the business, a win over the Beast is the best way to make that happen. And to Herrick's question, yes, I am going to stream that tonight. Yes, I am. All right, Becky Lynch against Shayna Baszler. There are more major women's title matches on the card this year and in any previous WrestleMania, but there's no doubt much of the focus will be on the Raw Women's Championship contest between Becky and Shayna. Last year, Lynch beat Ronda Rousey and Charlotte in the first ever women's triple threat match to headline WrestleMania on the show of shows. She has remained in possession of the Raw Women's title ever since, but Baszler represents her biggest challenge to date, which is great, which is facts. Baszler is a former UFC star like Rousey, but she is also a highly accomplished wrestler. She is a former two-time NXT Women's Champion, and she has wasted little time dominating on the main roster as she eliminated all 5 of her opponents in an Elimination Chamber match on March 8th to become the #1 contender. The Queen of Spades has physically dominated Lynch at times as she debuted by savagely biting the back of her neck and then essentially put the man to sleep on the go-home episode of Raw prior to Wrestlemania. Baszler is the quintessential monster heel. Like I said before, acknowledge it. No problem, Eric. Like I said, make sure to share the stream. Will be supported overwhelmingly as the babyface by those watching at home. This is a match that could go either way. That's exactly what I said. And it may depend on the status of Ronda Rousey. That's what I said before, who has not appeared since WrestleMania 35. So she's been gone for pretty much a year. If there are plans in place for the former champ to return soon, perhaps even at WrestleMania 36, then it would make sense for Lynch to retain and face her at SummerSlam. If not, it's time for a change and Baszler becomes champion. All of this will depend on Ronda Rousey. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming through. I am going to end this stream. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I appreciate all of you guys for coming through. Make sure you guys are continuing to share the videos. This is your boy Louis back with another one. I'll be back streaming this thing tonight. So, as always, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back on the next one. Have a good afternoon, everybody, and I will see you later on tonight. Like, share, and make sure you guys are subscribing. All right? Peace. Thank you for watching. And I'm actually going to lay my top 10 superstars in the comment section.